Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. I hope everyone is doing good. Hi, hello Indu, good evening. Hi Anurag, welcome to the session. How are you doing? Welcome to the session everyone. Hello Kashish, good evening. Hi Rahul, good evening Anshul. Hello. Good to see everyone join in. Guys, how was your day so far? All good? Yes? Okay. Hello Krinal, welcome to the session. कैसे हो आप? Good evening everyone. Hi Saurabh, good evening. Welcome to Reading Comprehension One-on-One. Okay, so in this video, guys, what I'm going to discuss is first I'm going to discuss what are the things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to reading comprehension. Second, I'm going to look at common areas why you must be facing problems again when it comes to reading comprehension. Commonly, क्यों students गलत जाते हैं. Okay, third, we'll be focusing on some critical reasoning questions. Fourth, we'll solve an RC passage. Sounds good? Yes. Good evening, Roshan. Hello. What did you have? Hi, Harshal. Well, welcome to the session. Go sleep. Go for a run. You'll feel better. Okay, so guys, welcome to the session. Let's get started. Good day working on my communication skills. Very good, Anurag. Welcome to the session, Vandana. Okay, so guys, before we kickstart our session, let me remind all of you how important it is to take the subscription. When you take the CAT subscription, guys, you get the benefit of complete holistic preparation with complete freedom to learn. Now, see, usually what happens is, hi Nikhil, usually what happens is कि आप लोग कोई बैच का सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते हो, like I'm talking about apart from Unacademy, how things usually work. You take a subscription, then what happens is you feel that 1 minute, let me just adjust the screen a little bit. Okay. Okay, I hope it's good now. So guys, usually when we take the subscription, you know, when you join somewhere, so usually what happens is आपको एक batch में slot in कर दिया जाता है and you're supposed to attend the classes of only that batch and only certain educators who are teaching you. Then there are general hurdles that students face, you know, someone else gives you the demo, but someone else actually comes and teaches you in classes. And, ऐसे ऐसे problems आते हैं. Then for doubt solving, you have to run behind someone. Or if you want notes, you have to run behind, material run behind. Or if you've missed a class, then to God forbid, you have to run behind a lot. You have to see when else. So, wo class schedule hogi and all of these kind of hurdles which come in. So this is the Unacademy subscription basically has changed all of this. Point number one is you see what you get. You can choose which educators classes to attend. They're not just limited to your locality, but it's India's best educators, so across the country. So for example, I'm sitting in place X and you're sitting in place Y and we're able to connect and you're able to learn from me. So India's best educators reaching out to you over this platform. You have complete freedom to attend any batch you want, multiple batches, any course, multiple courses. You want to learn 24/7, learn 24/7. You miss a session, you can attend live sessions as and when you please to. You can watch the recordings, you can download the notes. Every fourth session of a plus batch is a dedicated doubt solving session. There are lots of amazing features. You don't just have to sit and be reliant on the chat box, right? You can raise your hand, you can speak in the classes. You get help with your GDPI, with OMETs. When you take the Iconic subscription, you're even connected with a mentor and at these amazing prices. So guys, what are you waiting for? You have to take the subscription. Okay, so jaldi se subscription लो. These are the prices that you see on your screen. आप देख सकते हो कि you for the entire duration, whatever you pick, you get complete access to the portal. So आप duration किस basis पे decide करोगे? आप duration इस basis पे decide करोगे कि आपको कौन से exams आप target कर रहे हो. For example, if you're targeting CAT, if you're targeting जैसे CAT 2022 और OMETS भी, then you should go for it 9 months or a 12-month subscription. If you're targeting GDPI preparation, CMAT, Maharashtra CTB, जो definitely थोड़ा end में होता है, go for a longer plan, go for a 12-month subscription. And if you're targeting CAT 2023, then you have to go for the 24 months or 18 month subscription. So book it soon, guys. Okay. Before we start off, let me remind all of you that the 20% off on Plus subscription offer has been extended till July 29th. You can see, guys, this offer, it's a very limited time offer. It's extended only till July 29th. Yehi mahina hai. So please make sure that all of you book your subscription and apply the code Ritu MBA. This offer is valid on Plus and Iconic. Just use the code Ritu MBA and start off, because there are amazing batches. Those who are worried ki preparation kaise kare, abhi start kar rahe hain, then guys, this is the batch that all of you should attend. Even if you're not a repeater, it's okay. Even if you're not a repeater, it's okay. Basically, best batch है crash के लिए. आपका पूरा syllabus complete हो जाएगा, because you have India and Unacademy's best educators teaching you in this batch. You have Ravi Prakash sir, Udit Saini sir, Pranav sir, Shivana ma'am and me. So जल्दी से इस बैच पे enroll करो. There's an evening batch also. अब ये 2023 की preparation भी शुरू हो चुकी है. Ronak sir, Sagar sir, Himanshu sir and Deepika Avasthi ma'am. So please make sure that all of you enroll as soon as possible. Okay. But Nupur topic RC है. Critical reasoning ले. Okay, so guys, before we start off, let me give you a briefing. Okay, now reading comprehension में, first of all, the reason why you've not been getting, okay, like I'm going to bust certain myths first, then we're going to solve questions. Okay, so the myths that I'm going to bust first are these. So listen up, guys. Okay, point number 1. Reading comprehension में एक तो you're clueless about reading. Okay, many of you say we're reading, Aeon hai, Hindu hai, Guardian hai, but I don't see you reading, and even if you're reading, you're not reading in the right way. You're not doing things the right way. Okay, so the problem is with reading. Second problem is with reading method. We'll take it up for like 1.5 hours. Done. Okay, RC and CR both लेंगे. Yes, so the next problem is reading method. Okay, the next problem is time allocation. You're not allocating your time well. Okay, let's see what that means. Okay, the next one is genre. Okay, the fifth problem that comes in, and the main problem that comes in, is question stem. And the next problem that comes in is option elimination. Sure, Krinal, my daily sessions are held at 5 p.m. Okay, so please make sure that you attend the class daily at 5 p.m. Okay, without fail, the sessions are held at 5 p.m. daily. Okay, so guys, first of all, reading. Are all of you reading articles? First tell me that, yes or no? Come on everyone, I hope all of you are reading articles. Yes? PJs चाहिए. Critical reasoning करते हैं ना, RCU critical reasoning. Tomorrow session पक्का, I'll take up PJs. Okay, okay. Please make sure, guys, that all of you read on a daily basis. The source I recommend is all daily, because that exposes you to different genres. Now, when you read, okay, it's not just passive reading. You have to do active reading. अब active reading कैसे करना है? I am not preparing. I am helping you prepare. हाँ, ओके, CR एंड पैराबेस दोनों लेंगे पक्का गाइस. अब सुनो तो सही पहले. I will take up questions. Wait, but at least listen to me for 5 minutes. ऑड वन चाहिए, कोई बोल रहा है ऑड वन चाहिए, कोई बोल रहा है सीआर चाहिए, कोई बोल रहा है पैराबेस चाहिए, बेसिकली आरसी नहीं चाहिए। करेक्ट, जो टॉपिक है आज का वो नहीं चाहिए, उसके उसके अलावा आपको सब चाहिए। व्हाई इज सो स्केप्टिकल अबाउट आरसी? ठीक है, fine. RCs will take it in a special class. Today we'll focus on critical reasoning. Done. Works. VA, ठीक है, आज CR और VA करते हैं. Done. Okay, CR और VA करते हैं. चलो. Okay, so guys, पहले एक बार सुन लो, 5 मिनट सुन लो, then I'll take you through CR and VA. RC नहीं दिखाएंगे. ठीक है, RC done in the morning, RC नहीं दिखाएंगे. अच्छा फील, okay, very good. All daily. अच्छा, now listen. Thank you, Surajit. I will. You didn't wish me break a leg? Okay, so guys, all daily, listen. So you have to basically go through all daily. Okay, now when you go through all daily, you mainly have to focus on these aspects. Guys, I'm noticing this. Okay, now we say this again and again, but until and unless you're going to implement it, you're really not going to see a change. Okay, you're really not going to see a change unless and until you do this. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Please honestly answer that question. Okay, my question is, how many of you summarize? Thank you. I will. I hope so. I'm so nervous. Rahul, thank you. Hi, Antra. Welcome to the session. Okay, guys, how many of you summarize? You make notes, you write down keywords. How many of you summarize? You do. Okay, if you're not summarizing, hi Khushi, welcome to the session. Good evening. Khushi. Acha, Khushi. Very good. Good to see you, Khushi. How are you? Okay. So guys, if you do not summarize, please make sure that you start summarizing, guys. You have to note down keywords. Otherwise, मतलब मैं लिख के दे रही हूँ कि see, if your memory is good, if you're a really strong hold on English, you really remember articles well, you're an avid reader, okay, then in that case, go ahead. Okay, go ahead, just read the passage and come to the questions. But still, no matter how good you are, the exam is always going to get the better of you. There are nerves working, you know, your nerves are in, you know, the exam tension and the timer and everything, and then you tend to forget. I'm good. I hope you're doing good too. So guys, please make sure that you note down keywords for every para, at least 5 or 6 keywords. हाँ, para wise, Shubham, para wise ही जाना है. So if you like, see, for example, I'm not even telling you to write elaborate lines and, you know, waste your time or around it. No. Yes, that's what I'm answering, Ranjit. So guys, if you know today morning's class, if you've all attended, I told you ना, मतलब मैं highlight करती जा रही थी keywords. So I can highlight it. I have that luxury here. You don't have that luxury here, but you have a pen and a paper. So please make sure that you use it. Akshat, you'll have to check out the playlist. Watch the Abhyas batch. It does Mitra, but not just Aeon. You'll have to vary your sources. So read all daily. उसमें आपको सारे sources के articles आते हैं. So guys, please make sure that you write down the keywords at least, and that's what we will practice. Then please understand the author's point of view. Understand the tone of the passage, and mainly understand the author's point of view. Look for any contradictory words. That's why questions are framed. Okay, now reading method is always have a look at the questions first. Decide what sort of questions they are. Don't let it influence your reading a lot. Okay, like it does not mean that you only focus on, you know, the words that are there in the question stem, but at least it will guide you whether the questions are general or overall. If they're general or overall, you just need to get a feel of the passage. You don't really have to worry about the specifics. If they are very specific inference questions also, you can, you know, if there are quotes from the you know, from the passage in the question, you can focus only on those quotes and read it. So try and understand. We had it today, Sneha, for 2 hours. Even tomorrow we are going to have a special class for 2 hours. Okay, so please focus on words. Yes, Antra, but not at this stage where the CAT examination is just 3.5 to 4 months away, because that's easy. That's for beginners. Okay, now you've got to up the language a little bit. So थोड़ा सा आपको मतलब difficult language का थोड़ा और denser topics try out करना पड़ेगा. Okay, questions are going to guide you. Don't spend a lot of time on it. Now reading method में guys, see, either you go for traditional reading, that is you read the passage once, make notes and then come to the questions. Skim and scan if you feel that a lot of ideas are repeated. Skim and scan if you feel that okay, yeah, a lot of ideas are repeated, or if the passage made questions बहुत general है and you don't really need to know the specifics of every question. In that case, just skim and scan in general. So reading method is also something that we have to practice. Ankush, watch Vocabulary Made Easy series. Guys, if you're struggling with vocabulary and you do not really have the time to go through, let's say, Word Palm Made Easy by Norman Lewis, or start everything from scratch, then please watch my Vocabulary Made Easy series, the root word series on YouTube. It's about a series of 10 to 11 videos, and I promise you, you watch that on loop and it'll cover basic cat vocabulary तो cover कर लेगी. ठीक है, मतलब 80%, 80 to 85% आपको दिक्कत नहीं होगी, at least in RCs. Yes, but provided, Gaurav, you join a batch. You take the subscription and you join a batch. 4 months are not enough for self-prep. In no way. Okay. I'll inform you, Sneha. I'll update you about the timings. Today नहीं, आज अभी ही है class. 5 o'clock से है ना. We'll take it up to 6:37. Okay, so please make sure that all of you watch the Vocabulary Made Easy series. Genre, guys, see, there are always going to be passages which you're not comfortable with. That's why selection of passages becomes very important. Guys, are you selecting wisely? Do you select passage wisely? Yes, Riyansh, I've done that in my special classes. I'll do it in my special classes tomorrow as well. So guys, I'm working at tandem with you. So that means that मेरा YouTube और special at tandem चलता है. तो आप YouTube डेफिनेटली अटेंड कर ही रहे हो 5 PM को. स्पेशल क्लासेस भी अटेंड करो जो ऐप पे होती है, जो फ्री क्लासेस होती है ऐप पे, उसमें हम लोग आरसीज कर रहे हैं, डेली आरसीज कर रहे हैं. आज टुडे आल्सो वी टुक अप 3 आरसीज एंड गुड लेवल आरसी पैसेजेस. नहीं राहुल, आज सुबह हो गया ना. Yes, Tanya. See, you can't ask me that question because if you're asking someone who loves history. So if you're asking me, should we attempt historical passages, I would say a big yes. But if you ask me, ma'am, should I attempt scientific passages, then I would say no. So because that's my subjective affinity. So that's what I was coming to. Everybody is comfortable with a certain genre. Know your comfort, and then you select RC passages based on that. So जब आपको पेपर मिलता है तब टैब्स पे क्लिक करके जितने भी 4 RCs आते हैं उनका एक एक लाइन टॉपिक देख लो. Whichever topic you feel that you have an affinity to, or which is very familiar to you, which you feel जिसमें आपका reading speed अच्छा होगा, you will not get lost, start with that passage first. Yes, we're going to practice. I knew this question was coming. I was just thinking, you know, where is Naman, where is Surajit, where is Ishan, where is Nupur, you know, with where is Shubham ki, where are the questions? We're going to start with the questions, don't worry. These regulars na. Okay, so guys, selection of passages is very important and we're going to focus on all of these in our special classes, so please make sure that you attend it. Now, for questions, STEM and option elimination, the best way to ace this is by practicing CR, critical reasoning. The main key to cracking your RC passage is to get your CR strong. If your CR skills are strong, nothing is, of course, Kashish, but you're not the one who's, you मतलब आप अच्छे से बैठ के सुनते हो, आप हड़बड़ी नहीं मचाते हो. Hi Khushi, welcome to the session. So you're a good regular. That's why, you know, you, Sumita, Pooja, others are also good regulars, but others are little question wale regulars. Done, Shubham, I will. But Rahul, you also don't. CR means critical reasoning. Hello, Rishika. Welcome to the session. All of you are my regulars. Acha. So guys, please make sure that all of you focus on critical reasoning. So let's start, okay? I know you're all itching to try. हाँ, नमन, आपका नाम लिया ना? अरे प्राची. ओके, सॉरी गाइस, आप सब रेगुलर हो, आप सब अच्छे वाले रेगुलर्स हो. मैंने सिर्फ उनका नाम लिया जो लोग क्वेश्चन दो क्वेश्चन वाले मतलब क्वेश्चन दो वाले रेगुलर्स. तो मेरे क्वेश्चन वाले रेगुलर्स अलग है और अच्छे शांत वाले रेगुलर्स अलग है. तो प्राची, यू कम इन दैट कैटेगरी. Rahul, that's good, na? I'm kidding, Kashish. Of course, you can. It's nice. Okay, good, guys. Chalo, we'll start with questions. 1 minute. Let me switch the window. Naman, you're in the question wala regular. हाँ विशाली, आप भी ज्वाइन कर लो. वेलकम टू द क्लब. ओके, कम ऑन. क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. सीआर करेंगे, ठीक है, फिर आपका वीए भी लेकर आएंगे. चलो गाइस, क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. गाइस, ट्रस्ट मी, यू नीड सीआर एंड इट्स बीन अ लॉन्ग टाइम since we're not focusing on CR, and that's because we've been solving more mainstream questions like reading comprehension or verbal ability, but this is important. प्लस बैच पेज. यस रंजीत, बीच बीच में मैं आपको अभी मैं दिखाऊंगी कि क्वेश्चन स्टेम्स पे कैसे फोकस करना है, ऑप्शन एलिमिनेशन कैसे करना है. ठीक है, लाएंगे ना. चलो, come on guys, question on your screen. Come on, come on, come on, come on guys. Hi Rudransh. Okay, everybody seems to go with the answer option B. Let's check this out. Okay guys, wonderful. The answer to this question is B. City Council member, the government's expenditure on public service provision has been increasing by 2.5%, and there's simply no more possibility to increase revenues by imposing taxes or by increasing taxes. We must therefore begin to curtail provision of some services. Curtail means restrict, which is why the City Council proposes passing a rule excluding some sections of residents from service provision. अब आपको बेसिकली एक्सपेंडिचर बढ़ रहा है पर आपका रेवेन्यू नहीं रेवेन्यू नहीं बढ़ रहा है, बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी मतलब यू कैन नॉट इम्पोज मोर टैक्सेस. So revenue is not increasing, but expenditure is increasing. So what do they suggest? They suggest that we exclude some sections from service provision. That is, we don't provide certain services. We तो उससे हमारा expenditure कम हो जाएगा. What is the assumption? That is, what are the council members thinking? Why, on what basis have they arrived at this conclusion? What is their thought process? Okay, what are they thinking? Curtail is restrict. Okay, increasing tax rates or imposing new taxes will result. But guys, this is not even the suggestion. They clearly say that this is not the proposal. You are talking about the assumption behind the proposal. Now, tax rates and new taxes wala option to is anyway out. Okay, next one. A city governance is obliged to provide services to its residents without economic consideration. If it's without economic consideration, then this proposal goes out of the window, because the proposal is looking at it from a profit or a revenue angle. Provision of some types of services to the city's residents demand allocation of more resources than to that of some other types of services provided. The amounts, so it's not about some types of services, the proposal is about some sections of residents, and be specific to that. So that is why your answer option will be B. Got it? Clear with this, everyone? Come on, let's go to the next question. Guys, please stick to the topic. Okay, and no irrelevant comments. Thank you. Hi, Shiv Chandar. Come on, next question. I have. Thank you, Abhishek. I've done that already. A, B, C, D सारे ऑप्शंस आ गए गाइस, थोड़ा टाइम लो चाहिए तो. Come on, everyone. Okay. Anomalous, I'll explain. Tanya, every day on YouTube at 5. I have. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. I'll just get this issue sorted. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. Nice disruption, huh? Okay, listen. So the right answer to this question is B. A basic assumption of evolution is that the earliest forms of life should be characterized by a lesser complexity than that which supposedly evolved much later. That means earlier forms should be less complex than the later forms. But such is not the case. The so-called simple forms, मतलब बोलते हैं simple पर actually simple है नहीं. They are incredibly complex. A fern, for instance, has 500 chromosomes in the nucleus of each of its cells. A crayfish is 200 and humans have only 46. So, now based on this, which conclusion can we arrive at? Okay, what can we say on the basis of the information given in this passage? The observed complexity found after evolution of animals is deceptive. The general outcome of evolution can sometimes prove anomalous. Now, when you say anomalous, guys, anomalous is irregular, not as expected, not same or similar. Okay, मतलब आपने expect किया था कि the earlier forms have lesser complexity, but that is not so. That's an anomalous result. Okay, so now the answer option is B. The observed complexity is not deceptive. Complexity है. अगर आप बोलोगे complexity deceptive है, that means there's no complexity. But no, in fact, there is complexity even in the earlier forms. Some basic. How do you know some, guys? Whenever there's a quantifier, I'm telling this to you again. आप लोग definitely आज के क्लास में भी जब हम लोग RCs लिए थे तब आपने ये गलती की थी. You don't focus enough on quantifiers and qualifiers. Some basic assumptions. How did you arrive at some? And biology in general, that's too far-fetched. The higher the number of genes, the higher the level of complexity. This, ये जो है, this is not a conclusion. This is the author's assumption behind stating this. So see, now I'm telling you this now, please listen. An option, guys, I've said this to you hundreds of times. Okay, this line of mine should matlab, echo in your head when you solve this. Can you please complete the line? An option which is true according to the passage. I'll explain, Shiva. An option which is what? I'll explain, Naman. I'll explain B. But पहले ये बताओ कि what do I say? An option which is true according to the passage. Why is it not necessarily the answer? Because it's not necessarily relevant to the question. The question is a conclusion question. This is an assumption. It's an assumption कि author क्यों chromosomes की बात कर रहा है, क्योंकि author का assumption ये है कि higher the chromosome, higher the complexity. So always focus on the question stem. The conclusion over here is to deal with evolution. Evolution का जो ये assumption है कि early है तो less complexity और later है तो more complexity. This assumption is flawed. Or this may not always work out. This evolution का ये हमारा जो basic assumption है या जो हम लोग outcome expect कर रहे हैं, that can sometimes prove anomalous or sometimes क्या हो जाता है कि it's irregular, not as we expected. Got it? हाँ, so that is very important. Please make sure, guys, if you want to get RC right, if you want to eliminate answer options wisely and correctly, please focus on the question stem. Next one, logical completion, guys. Come on. Which of the following completes the argument below? This will help you a lot with your RCs as well. एक मिनट दो, guys. आप लोग question. Come on. अरे refer to the Unacademy sources. Okay, Unacademy के जो digital notes है, you can refer that. You can refer to Arun Sharma, BDC. Okay. Guys, the right answer to this question is D. सही जवाब है D. Let's have a look at it. Having to use antibiotics for prolonged periods when children are suffering from chronic diseases has a difficulty. How to prevent antibiotic resistance? Bacteria के लिए भी और children के लिए भी. For at least some diseases, special antibiotics that are periodically released for prolonged period when they are given once are under development. Their efficacy or efficiency reduces gradually as the kids grow older. Therefore, these special antibiotics will be especially useful for kids who, which kids? If they have allergic reaction to antibiotics, then how will these special antibiotics also work? A is out. Enjoy natural immunity. If they enjoy natural immunity, then why are you giving antibiotics? And you're basically these you're talking about, mainly you're talking about chronic diseases. This says neither chronic. So out. Have to take prolonged medication for most of their lives. Develop as they grow up natural immunity good enough to prevent chronic diseases from progressing. Now, if they have to take prolonged medication for most of their lives, then isn't this a problem? Because यहाँ पे तो efficiency reduce हो जाएगी. फिर बाकी के life में क्या करेंगे वो लोग? You have said that they have to take prolonged medication and you are giving them a medication जिसकी efficacy बड़े होने पे reduce हो जाएगी. That's counterproductive. C is actually the worst option here. Focus on the basics, Ranjit, and just a lot of practice. Guys, you'll have to watch my previous sessions on concepts. So, if this efficacy reduces as they grow older, तो तब क्या होगा कि एंटीबायोटिक्स पे डिपेंडेंस कम हो जाएगी और आपका नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी किक इन हो जाएगा एंड योर क्रॉनिक डिजीजेस विल नॉट progress, and that's going to be good for you. As long as you need antibiotics, you get it, and then your natural immunity kicks in and that takes care of the chronic diseases. Our main goal is to protect the children from chronic disease. Got my point? Yes or no? Clear with this, guys? Why the answer option is D? समझ में आया? Okay, come on, let's go to the next one, guys. Same, आपको आरसी में भी अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा, कॉन्टेक्स्ट देखना पड़ेगा, ऑप्शन एलिमिनेशन ऐसे ही करना पड़ेगा. Come on, read this. Strengthening, a very popular question in RCs. Come on, guys. चलो फटाफट, come on. Tomorrow, Albert. Yes, from scratch, Deepesh. Tomorrow is the second class for it. So please make sure that you're there. April, I'm sorry, 20, tomorrow is the second class. हाँ शुभम, रंजीत स्टार्ट हो चुका है और 28 को भी शुरू हो रहा है। ओके, 21 को एक शुरू हुआ था और एक 28 को। ओके गाइस, वंडरफुल, एक्सीलेंट, द राइट आंसर ऑप्शन इज सी। Very good. The government expects this shift to reduce the overall time and cost of implementation, strongly supports the private software companies being considered have on hand a wide range of software codes that can be readily modified to meet the government's future requirements. So this strengthens, it's in favor of the usage of the software. If they need to recruit new employees, फिर कहाँ से cost कम होगा? If they have to add their existing staff of programmers, then कहाँ से software का cost कम होगा? Okay, so guys, basically you're talking about future programs. So that's why the right answer option is C. होगा राहुल, it's soon going to be live. डेट तो अनाउंस हो चुकी है, उस दिन से शुरू हो जाएगा, आप चिंता मत करो. हाँ हाँ शुभम, I will. आज I will talk to you. Okay, next one, C for cake. Very good. Come on. We'll take up VA. I will. Sorry Rahul, I will. Okay guys, we'll do one thing. Listen, can we take up only CR today? Because I thought it was a CR and RC class and I... 1 minute. Shamshi, that could be instinctive. Okay, listen guys. So today we'll take up CR. Okay, VA kal pakka. Because the topic of this batch, the class is RC. So that will not do justice if I take VA. And plus I haven't got like really good questions for you lined up as well. I'll do that for tomorrow's class. Okay, that works guys. Real sorry. But is that okay? Will you cooperate? बस फिर पॉज करना पड़ेगा, फिर थोड़ा टाइम लग जाएगा, इसलिए चलते हैं सीआर करते हैं आज अच्छे से. कल वीए लेंगे, कल पूरा वीए. ओके, कम ऑन गाइस. Good. Okay guys, you seem to have gone slightly wrong. Some of you, most of you have got it correct though. Okay, the right answer to this question is B. Rivia, personal care product manufacturer in Serbia, has just introduced a new product that is available at a cheaper price. However, market research shows that very few people who do not use any personal care product would buy a new product regardless of the price. So if I don't use personal care products, no matter what the price is, I'm not going to buy a new product. Therefore, introducing the new product is unlikely to increase the sales. Now, why is it unlikely to increase the sales? Rivia was able to produce the product at a cost by reducing the quality of ingredients. But nothing in the passage has been said about quality of ingredients. It's not a strengthening or a weakening question. This is irrelevant. Abhishek, around 6, 6:15, 6:30. 6, आप 6 पकड़ के चलो, कभी कभी थोड़ा एक्सटेंड कर देंगे. Many citizens of Serbia who use personal care products are not likely to switch from the existing products to the new product. Now see guys, my point here is, if I have a product, let's say Rivian has introduced a new product. Okay, now इसके दो टाइप के customers हो सकते हैं. Either I have new customers or I have completely new customers to the category. मतलब I'm drawing in new customers to the category, or what I'm doing is I'm poaching. मतलब what happens is जो customers basically switch करते हैं, who were using other brand products first and now they're going to start buying my product. Okay, do you understand this till here? I'll come to it, Surajit. Okay, now I hope all of you have understood this. Right, do all of you understand this till here now? अब ये बोल रहा है कि इस प्रोडक्ट का सेल्स अच्छा नहीं होगा. The sales of this product is not going to be good. Why? Because you're telling that who do not use any personal care product, मतलब कोई भी new customers नहीं मिलने वाले हैं. Now, why does the author only focus on new customers? Because he assumes that switch तो करने वाले हैं नहीं और न्यू भी नहीं मिलने वाले हैं. तो ऑप्शन बी प्लस दिस लीड्स टू आवर कंक्लूजन. व्हाट इज assumption? Assumption is basically जो stated information होता है प्लस जो हमारा assumption या unstated information होता है, उन दोनों को मिला के the conclusion that we reach. The stated information is about new category कि new category नहीं होगा. Now what the author assumes that conversions भी नहीं होंगे, and that's why he arrives at the conclusion that sales होगा नहीं. Got it? Did all of you understand this? But B does not talk about quantity. If they do prefer to switch, then they will. And guys, quality is not mentioned. The advantage that it has is a cheaper price. The quality is similar or comparable. Okay, so guys, that's why the answer option is B. It was a slightly tricky question, but I'm really proud of you who got it right. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Come on. A, C, D, guys, again, different options. Take your time, get it right. Okay. Yes, they are camp level, of course. Okay. Guys, the right answer to this question is C. Okay, let's have a look at this. Housing expenses accounted for a large portion of the total rupee amount spent on living expenses by residents of ABC country in the 2010. And about half of the amount spent on housing expenses was for repayment of loans taken for housing. However, a large majority of the residents of ABC country who spend money on housing did not take a housing loan but used it for payment of rent. If the statements above are true, which of the following must also be true? It's an application question. नहीं, application है. तो ये बोलता है हाउसिंग एक्सपेंसेस बहुत ज्यादा है. लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस में हाउसिंग एक्सपेंसेस बहुत ज्यादा है. And most of the housing expenses are for repayment of loans. But these loans were taken for payment of rent. Okay. मतलब ज्यादातर लोन लिए नहीं है. They have used it for payment of rent. Most of those who took housing loan did so because the cost of residential units is cheaper. Now this is completely irrelevant. And if this were true, it does not apply here anyway. You are talking about a large majority of residents who spent money on housing did not take housing loans but used it for payment of rent. You're talking about those who didn't take housing loans but spent it on rent. Most of those who took housing loans did so because they have disposable incomes that can meet the extra expenditure in the form of repayment of housing loans. Overall, people who took housing loan tended to spend more on housing than those who did not. In general, people who rented houses spent a higher amount on housing than those who took house loans. Now, listen to this. People who took housing loans tended to spend more on housing. How do you know this? On what basis have you said this? Come on, tell me guys, reason it out. What could be the reason behind this? No, you're not too early. You were not there in class, Ishan. I thought you were there all along. You weren't there? Okay, now guys, look at this. People who took housing loan tended to spend more on housing than those who did not. Because those who didn't take housing loans clearly say that they did not spend money on housing. I mean, उसके लिए लोन नहीं यूज हुआ है, लोन रीपेमेंट ऑफ रेंट के लिए यूज हुआ है. तो मतलब इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि जो लोगों ने हाउसिंग लोन्स नहीं लिया है, ओके आई मेक इट सिंपलर, ओके, who did not take a housing loan, they just मतलब उन्होंने ज्यादा खर्चा नहीं किया, सिर्फ रेंट की तरफ खर्चा किया है. मतलब जो लोग लोन लिए हैं वो लोग ज्यादा रुपया हाउसिंग पे खर्च किए हैं. गॉट इट? बिकॉज हाउसिंग वाज अ लार्ज पार्ट ऑफ द टोटल एक्सपेंसेस. वेरी गुड, good, very good. See, housing expenses were huge, but here they say that those who didn't take the loan didn't spend much. That means those who took the loan spend much. Got it? As simple as that. Clear? Correct. Very good. Excellent. Nikhil, Rahul, Surajit, very good. Okay, wonderful guys. Let's take this up as the last question for today. Come on. But they did not spend. One minute, guys. There's some blur thing which is coming. Ek minute. Okay, so Amit, they did, but they didn't necessarily spend. They didn't necessarily spend on housing. They spent on repayment of rent. Come on, guys. Shubham, you forgot this is YouTube. Okay. Surajit, where is your answer? Acha, correct, guys. The answer option is B. Gender differences seem to play a more significant role than expected when it comes to the fair price we want to pay for services. At least the recent research claims so. A large-scale field experiment investigated whether price expectations of consumers, male or female, can influence the final price, and the researchers arrived at an affirmative answer for the question after a thorough examination of the data obtained in the research. All of the following facts, if found in the field experiment, are relevant to evaluate the conclusion except women were quoted higher prices than men when either explained that they were uninformed about the usual. So women were quoted higher prices. Repair shops were more likely to offer a price concession to a woman. Men were quoted a little less. Other three options differentiate or point to gender differences. Option B does not point to gender differences. So that is why your answer option is B. Got it? Did all of you understand this? Clear with this? Okay. Done, guys. We'll stop here for now. Surajit, I'll take up more questions in the next class because the sir ki class ongoing hai. So you have to go and attend that. Guys, the All India mock test for CAT 2022 is here. August 14th code is the next test. 66 questions, 120 minutes. Enroll now. Don't forget to apply the code Ritu MBA. Uske liye Krunal, you'll have to watch the Vocabulary Made Easy series. Okay. As I mentioned, the repeaters batch is on. Please make sure that all of you enroll. Mission CAT 2023 batch is also on. I've taken you to both these slides. Guys, now listen to this. This is a new feature. Akansh, you can go through. Sorry, Akshansh, you can go through. NMAT is there. ZAT is there. SNAP is there. Tomorrow, yes, Vivek, I'll inform about the timings on the group. Now listen to this. A lot of you free users have been wanting to know about the notes feature that come as a part of the Plus and Iconic subscription. Now, all of you who are not yet subscribers but who want to see what are the notes, आपको notes देखने हैं, आपको sample cat notes चाहिए जो आपको help कर सकते हैं, जिसको आप देख सकते हैं कि okay, you can understand the concepts of quant, LRDI and VRC better. It will give you clarity also of thought. It will tell you more about the benefits of Plus and Iconic subscription. So unke liye guys, you can simply download cat sample notes. Okay, so for this, go to the Unacademy Learning app. You just have to enter your name, number and email ID. You have to agree to the terms and privacy policy. Read it, definitely agree to it if you feel like. But name, phone number, email ID, and just click on download notes and you will be able to do it. Okay. होगा राहुल, जल्दी होगा, जैसे जैसे उनके स्लॉट्स फ्री होते हैं होगा, डो वाली. 6 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. is a free test series. 5 questions every Sunday. Analysis होता है. So without fail attend this. Take care everyone. Special class timings I will announce it soon. Guys कल 11 a.m. plus है. ओके कल 11 a.m. प्लस क्लास है, तो स्पेशल क्लास के बारे में मैं आपको अपलोड कर दूंगा, अपडेट कर दूंगी. Special classes are free live classes which happen on the Unacademy learning app anywhere, anytime with polls for learners. And don't forget to apply the code RITUMBA. Okay, bye-bye guys. Take care. Bye guys. Rahul, how did you know I'm having that today? Take care everyone.